Good morning, everyone. It's 8 o'clock, and so we're going to get started. It's hard to believe it's already the fourth and final Dawson Quarterly Live of 2018. We also want to say good morning to everyone who's joining us virtually with the Dawson YouTube channel from any one of our remote offices or branches. In addition to updates on the 4 strategic objectives that were rolled out at the beginning of this year in the first quarterly meeting, we will also get an update on key clients from Jeff Miller, review our updated branding that everyone should have seen by now, and talk more about how to talk about and sell our 3 main lines of business, which are job placements, HR management solutions, and community workforce programs. And most exciting, which I know you guys are all going to be so excited for, the marketing team will join us at the end of the meeting to reveal the theme for next year's Doskers. Yay! Before all of that, we want to start off the meeting by welcoming some new faces who've joined Dawson since our last quarterly meeting. If you are in the audience, please stand up to be recognized. AJ Evans, our on-site coordinator for warehouse and distribution centers. Heidi Starrett, candidate coordinator for the Gahanna office. Katie Williams, our candidate coordinator for the Grove City office. Lurby Bonilla, Laura, our candidate coordinator for the Reynoldsburg office. Ashley Palmer, compliance coordinator for Dawson MSP at Premier Health. There she is. Anna Kerfies, our IT staffing coordinator here at the home office. Heidi Wirtz, nurse consultant for Dawson MSP. Oh, there she is. She's right there. Yeah. Stephanie Murphy, our staffing coordinator for Premier Health. Welcome. And Larson Clark, a staffing coordinator also for Premier Health, who just started. And finally, we will be having a new hire on Monday named Melissa Paul, and she will be our locum coordinator for Dawson MSP. She's not here today, but we'll be starting Tuesday. So, we would also like to give special recognition to our peak on-site team at Elbrands, led by Lauren Reese. So our seasonal team includes John Mulhorn, Justin Handa, Sean Moore, and John Ryder. Thank you guys for supporting our biggest client of the peak season and the year. We would also like to congratulate these next colleagues on Dawson anniversaries, their milestone anniversaries. So stand up as your name is called to be recognized. Vivian Whitehouse, who's been with us for 15 years. Oh, good for her, Vivian. Kathy Dietrich, who's been with us for 15 years. Okay, Kathy, that's 15 years. Annika Sawmiller, are you here? Yeah, 10 years for Annika. Dinah Buckland, who's been with us for 5 years. Lori Harmon, who's also been with us 5 years. And finally, Lindsay Taylor, who's also been with us for 5 years. She's on vacation right now. So let's hear a round of applause for these 6 ladies. All right, next we would like to introduce or announce our flu shot clinic, which will be held Tuesday, November 6th from 10 to noon in the training room. It's free to anyone on the Dawson Insurance plan, so really exciting. You can sign up immediately. We have it on the board outside of the theater, or after the DQL, it will be located on Sean's office door, so feel free to sign up anytime.
You still bring your insurance card and get it if you're not on Dawson, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they take it, so you would have to check at that point. Thank you. Now time to check in on our first strategic objective. Jeff Miller is here to talk about growing the bottom line growth.
Thank you, Catherine. Wow, very proud and appreciative of the people celebrating some pretty impressive milestone anniversaries. Thank you to each of you for your commitment and dedication you've given Dawson over the years. Welcome new hires.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to imply that Vivian went to Hawaii because of her Dawson 15 members.
Right.
That's not what
Thanks
you
for
get
clarifying.
your-
Be a few people in my office here in a couple of years. Welcome to new hires. I look forward to working with you, and thanks for trusting us with the next steps in your careers. Alexa,
Alexis?
Lexus, yeah, was not listed, I guess. She's finance in the MSTP division, so has been doing a great job. She came in during an interesting time of an upgrade, so she's been doing a good job. But again, welcome to the new hires. No pressure, but hope a few of you end up here with this milestone and accomplish what some of these great people have. Excited to report Q3 results look strong. Another quarter really of growing and kind of record profits. All this because of your hard work and your commitment to Dawson. Gross profit surpassed last year and are keeping pace with budget, which is good. Again, kind of a little bit of repeat. We're doing what we thought we'd do, which is great, and we think we're going to continue to grow. So that's a great thing. It's pretty impressive. Really, all of our entities are up year over year. How many 70-year-old entities can say that every aspect of them are growing and getting better every year? I mean, not too many. Besides Phil, of course. He could say that. Last meeting, we shared new branding, breaking up our core competencies into job placement, HR management solutions, and community workforce programs. Felicia and Matt will discuss the workforce programs a little later. I want to highlight some of the other areas. I'd say we made a few placements. Q3, we made about 2,000 new placements for the quarter, which looks to be the biggest third quarter in terms of placements that we've ever had. So, again, congratulations on that. A lot of the significant growth continues in the light industrial division. Travis as account manager crew, Clay, Mark, Julie, Nathan, AJ, Al, Tasia, some of the new people continue to demonstrate, that Dawson difference. If I hear from an LI client or get the opportunity to talk to them, that's really all I hear is just how different we are from our competition. And, obviously that's because of you. New clients, Stonecrop, Schwartz, Fluvichex, and Williams and Sonoma are great contributors to the growth. But, the partnership brands, L Brands, Lululemon, Ariel, Clean Test, Whirlpool, those are the main drivers that really continue to grow this division. So I'm very proud of those relationships. Q4 has begun, which means L Brands rocket ship is taking off. We're kind of on that ride right now. We're so lucky to have Lauren Reese leading her team and back again on site. When I hear, when I get the updates, they're usually pretty good. So, keep working, keep pushing along. And I'm not wanting to pit, family against each other, but Bola is making a run, and I think is trying to take a shot at the title of the Queen Louisa. So he's had a real strong, actually, he kind of said he's actually going to replace the Buckeye guy as the biggest Ohio State fan because he intends on winning every Ohio State ticket there is with all these competitions. So I'm just saying, definitely a shout out. We're lucky to have such an experienced team recruiting with Anita, Aaron, Angie, Margie, Yesenia, and Adam, each working at least their third peak season. You can tell the difference. You can tell it in the quality. You can tell it in the placements that we're making, and we're lucky to have you. So thank you. Thanks, Lindy, for keeping such a great group together. County of Finance has experienced the largest year-over-year growth within the company. Successes at Cardinal, Honda, BMW, and Mount Carmel. Considering markups and wages are both rising in that division, they're concentrating on that. It's a credit to them. And you could tell, each member, Emily, Dinah, and Valerie, each had their best quarters, really to date or in a while, with Dinah actually doing $20K last month. So excited about that. It's not bad. Division's had 6 straight years of growth, so we're gonna look to continue that. Creative and marketing department had another strong quarter. Top brands again, Abbott, Lane Bryant, Ascena, and L Brands. Courtney and Steph continue to impress, and hopefully have convinced their associates to stop taking PTO, because that hit us pretty good in Q3. So, always looking to keep up with those recruiters, and we are making a push to really let the city know that we are the experts, and we'll have more to that to come in a minute. Must have got really long-winded with my computer last night. I apologize. If I were to say office division closed the quarter with some major noise, I wouldn't be misleading you. Unfortunately, some of the noise wasn't great. We got notification that our longest really tenured partnership client, BMW Financial Services, was going a different direction with their employment. New CEO, new leadership, and they wanted to, kind of bring all their associates in-house, and not use professional firms anymore. It's really a shame because, I really think Mary and the office team were doing as good a job as, we've really ever done on the account. So, I know that we're going out on a high note. But, I know that, we'll continue to, work with BMW, and, again, we'll get to the point where we were before. But we need another one. We need another giant, so everyone can help with that. We do have some new additions with some a long-term kind of placement program for chat functions at Abercrombie that we've talked about before, which is working out well. We got some new activity with kind of a direct hire recruitment program for the candid, and then really continue to build the partnership with State Auto, which again, we keep getting great feedback that just how different it is to work with Dawson. Of course, Lindsay, who's in California, on one of her adventures, continues to plow towards her $1.5 million goal, which is impressive. And Bernadette and Emma, continue to have steady growth. Bernadette, obviously, getting in that groove. It's good to see the jump. But let everyone know, call center. We got a sleeping giant here that we could support. Perhaps our greatest growth over the past quarter has been achieved in the area of the HR management solutions. Our MSP division is our largest in terms of gross profit generated and internal headcount, which is good. I mean, that's, they do a lot. Whenever I think the division can't get any more interesting, I answer a call from Nancy Luce, and something else comes up. I mean, over the last quarter, we've seen a health system, just blow up, with a record of over $10 million of usage in the last quarter, and that will increase dramatically next quarter. We've upgraded our, software and reporting package and went completely to the cloud. So Mark's happy that that server is no more. But Bridget and team have been, working hard on that, and I'm excited to see, that opportunity. We landed a new health system to audit, on the compliance, to audit all of their employees. We dined and validated relationships with executives, our most valued partner, and we continue to wrestle with the evil IS departments at multiple health systems. But unfortunately, got another set of bad news. We unexpectedly lost a client that really captured a lot of our blood, sweat, and tears from a lot of people in this room. Unfortunately, we were notified, again, a new CEO came in at Atrium Health down in Charlotte and notified us that, again, they're getting rid of all professional service firms. This is what happens when you do a good job. Kind of like I said about BMW. This account, I think, was running as smooth, and, we have accomplished really everything and more that I think anyone could have imagined. I couldn't be more proud of that. I always try to live the motto of leaving, a place better when you leave it than when you found it, and that's, 100% true, at Carolina. And, our amazing team Nicole, Chris, and Lauren. We're working on, management with them and with us to determine what the next steps are. But I know they'd be foolish to let, some of those talents get away because they're really great. Experiencing unprecedented growth and demand at Premier. What to say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We might be made of steel by the time we're done with this roller coaster ride. I can't imagine all that the team has gone through to keep up. Annika and her team was still a lot, and I can't tell you how thankful I am for the hard work and sacrifices all of you have kept up and made. I'm excited about the recent additions to the team and am committed to providing the support needed to deliver at the level of excellence that all of you have established. So I hope you hear that. I am very excited to announce a little bit of a change. Abby Cerezo and Holly Harrison are going to move to the MSP division starting immediately. So a little bit of a surprising announcement. MSP's gaining two very skilled ladies, and they're excited about it, and I'm thankful for their trust to make that move. We got to support this. This is a giant opportunity that continue to rise would more than make up what the BMW and the Carolina gross profit could produce. So keep that in mind. This is very important. We got to get it. Again, thankful for all your work. Additionally, kind of both sides working together, which I love to see. Becky Staub and Anna, along with MSP leadership, are continuing to work with the IS leadership to kind of corral the unthinkable of IT spending and process. But steps seem slow, but huge strides are happening daily. One great thing, thanks to the generosity of Chris and David, we made a donation to the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. And the executives of Ohio Health actually served us in their home. It was an amazing dinner. The food was amazing, but it was the third best thing that happened that night. Couldn't tell you how proud I was to hear a partnership client really say how appreciative they are of us. Equally as proud of being able to be a part of such a great team as we laughed, and while sharing past and present Dawson memories, it was refreshing to be with a group full of so much appreciation and trust for each other. So we're definitely lucky. Last thing about that, we landed an opportunity with Nationwide Children's Hospital. It's very exciting. Account we've definitely been targeting. High visibility project will be managed by Judy and the compliance team. Brought on some new talent to kind of go through employee records and make sure they're ready for Joint Commission. This has been a lot of work from a lot of people. So appreciate the buy-in of everybody. But they couldn't really say no. I mean, if Matt, Mary Noel, and Nancy were chasing you, you'd probably have to say yes to. I had a couple other things there. Like I said before, by the creative marketing division, we have created some new messaging, divisional specific, which I think is top notch. A lot of the sales reps have been using it. There'll be some on the new job fair counter out back. Grab one. Let the world know how good we are in the creative division. Remember, there's OSU versus Nebraska tickets for refer to order to them. We have future events with partners with AAF, Columbus Bar Association, Ohio Society of CPAs, so keep an eye out for that. Looking forward to a strong fourth quarter. I can honestly say I could think almost really every division out operationally outside of the production departments, marketing, payroll, definitely the front desk, Susan, training, education. I'm proud every day. I think every day we get better, and that's the goal. So, proud of that. One more thing we should be proud of. I promise I'm done. I'm sorry, this is longer than I thought it'd be. We should shout from the rooftops. Once again, we got best in business. So, very exciting. It's 8 out of 9 years for temporary agency, and then 7 straight for the executive search firm. So, thanks again to all of you for, getting this recognition. Thank your candidates. Thank your vendors. Thank your clients. Even if they didn't vote, thank them, because they need to know, and they already do know, but they need to. It's good to be validated sometimes. Let's keep it up. There's never a dull moment at Dawson. We're always moving and shaking, but that's what keeps us moving in the right direction. And looking forward to reporting next time on another record-breaking Q4. So thanks again, and sorry that was really long.
Thanks, Jeff. Our second strategic objective is aligned with who we are and what we do. Here's Felicia Wilson to talk about that.
Thanks, Catherine. A big part of who we are and what we do includes our involvement with Cristo Rey Columbus High School and their work study program. I hope that all of you have met our 4 students this year, but right now we'd like to share a little message from them for you.
What I'm hoping to learn at Dawson is since it helps people find jobs for them, hopefully it can help me find what I want to do.
Looking forward to learning new experiences, getting different skill traits I can learn from, and meeting new people.
To get started with working and learning new skills.
I'm hoping to learn a little bit more skill training wise, and more just in the professional workplace.
I hope to build my communication skills with everybody, as I communicate and talk to more people, that I can become more social.
It is amazing here so far.
My first day is going pretty well. I like it already a lot.
I'm liking it. It's a lot better compared to my last.
I liked it a lot. I like everyone. Everyone's super nice.
All 4 students are guest writers in the latest edition of the Sendout, so make sure that you grab a copy on your way out so you can learn more about them. Workforce development. Last year at the Q3 meeting, we shared with you our community workforce program. So this year, I wanted to give a few updates, but first I want to start by sharing the newest member of the community workforce team, Mary Moore. Welcome, Mary. Mary started with Dawson about a year ago, and as Jeff mentioned, has made countless contributions as the on-site account manager at BMW. So we're super excited for her transition, and we can't wait to see how she will positively impact and propel the team. So welcome. So lately, the community workforce team, we've been working on a project with the State of Ohio Department of Administrative Services. And so they hired us to create and conduct career transition workshops for all the state employees who are subject to losing their jobs with the upcoming administration change. So these workshops are included update on the job market climate, but we really focus on the entire job search process. So we're coaching on, we give them a self-assessment tool, interview tips, resume writing tips, social media do's and don'ts, what to do on LinkedIn, salary negotiations. So it's an extensive dive into the entire job search process. It's been an exciting project to work on, a different project to work on, but we think that it's validated that we're definitely the experts when it comes to workforce solutions. Another update, I hope that all of you know what our Career Kickstart program is. It's our tuition reimbursement program that we launched this time last year. We have 30 working associates, students, enrolled in our program, and they're working at clients such as Ohio Health, L Brands, Dollar Shave Club, Gardner, Stonecrop, and NetJets. So we would like to share our first tuition reimbursement recipient with all of you.
My experience working with Dawson has been pretty profound. It's given me the opportunity to, while I'm getting my MBA, to also gain some knowledge in a different field and to hone my skills that I need to work on. As I progress through my MBA program at Franklin University, Career Kickstart's fantastic. I originally didn't know about the program until Franklin University informed me of it, and once I heard that I would be getting $500 for each semester kicked back to me, it gave me a great opportunity to take that money and put it back towards paying off any loans I had received in the furtherance of my education.
So Matt's going to share with us why community workforce programs.
I just want to share something before we get started. I got something for everyone. Oh. That's right. We're going to the World Series again. I just want to share that with you. Any Red Sox fans in here besides me? Probably not. I might be. Catherine, she's going to Fenway, bringing back lots of supplies for me. Fantastic. So I hope you're all excited about the Red Sox as I am. But anyway, okay. Take it off. I'll set it here. All right, guys, before we get started, with this program, been a lot of talks, and, when we talk about it amongst ourselves, people just, So we figured we'd start with the why. Why are we doing this, right? And I thought it'd be great for all of us to understand how it benefits everyone in this room differently. So we're starting off for the BDMs and account managers. Why do we want to sell this? Well, one, it's different. And when you get in front of your clients and targets, it's a unique thing to discuss. The key thing moving forward for all of us is how we have to bring value. That's the key thing moving forward with our clients, and what they're looking for is how can we bring value. There's lots of competition out there, but this is one way. And all we're doing is we're bringing to them a solid workforce. We're going after grade schools, middle schools, high schools, college, and community, adults. And the companies are interested in this because they want to be part of the community and help out. I'll give you a couple examples. Abercrombie & Fitch met with the CIO, Matt Wager, and I started talking to him about our community workforce program. He says, I'd like to introduce you to Larry Grishal. He is the Senior Vice President of Procurement and Sourcing. Right. I will drop names because it's important for all of us to understand the benefit. Then we'll go, I had a meeting with Aetna. I met with Brad Fisher, Market President. And I talked to Brad about the program. Title Dropper 2. It's all about me. Anyway, I mentioned Southwestern City School District. He goes, that's a client of ours. How can we set up a program with you so I can reciprocity, back to the school district? Worthington Industries met with Jen Savage, another name drop. Jen met with Hilliard City Schools. They mentioned our name, they mentioned Dawson. She wants to meet how we're doing it with the program. It helps us out, guys. It helps you get through the doors. Targets, accounts, it makes you different. It helps us out, and it can be equal to money. Okay, let's get to recruiters. Recruiters should embrace this because we're looking out to help you guys out to bring you a solid workforce talent pool. We know it's challenging. We hear Lindsay complain and yell at her candidates, which is tough. It's a tough job, but what we're looking for is a group of people that want to work, okay? The underemployed. We're trying to bring hope to these people. And we're building up a farm club, baseball. So we start off with our major league team, which will be the parents and the graduates and the kids in college. Your AAA will be your high school students. Your AA is your middle school, and your single A is your grade school. This is a continuous flow of work talent for us so that, one, makes our jobs easier, and two, we're bringing in people that can want to work and therefore makes our clients happier. That also equates to money. So then it gets down to how it helps out Dawson. It helps out Dawson because it's the right thing to do. We're getting involved with our community, the 2020 region, the 11 counties, and as I said, we're all here to make a living. So I look at it and I tell people when they ask me, why do you want to do this? I said, well, it's the money generator, but I look at it as we're kind of like a doctor, okay? We're doing good things for people. We're doing good things for our clients. We're doing good things for the community, and therefore we can make some money. So those are the whys. I want you guys, all of us, we're in this, learn it, live it, and love it. It's the future for all of us. It's going to make us different, and I look forward to the end of this year in 2019, and oh yes, fourth quarter. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt and Felicia. Our third strategic objective is manage candidates better. Becky Fromkes and Ryan Beeman are here to share updates.
Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Matt, for that lovely delivery with the, I don't even know where you went. Oh, with your prop as well. So thank you.
I just want everyone to know I made that joke already in 2016 with a Cubs hat. No original content, Matt.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Well, as the workforce development program continues to raise awareness, and I think it's really exciting to hear about the new and different things that we're going to be doing to find more candidates. As they're doing that work, we are here focused now on managing our candidates, and we've talked a lot about the candidate funnel. I know you guys have heard me refer to that a few times. This is something that we continue to look at through the year and just kind of drill down on, because obviously as we are out doing workforce development, awareness, or all of the great things that marketing are doing, I want to make sure that once we get those candidates in our grips, that we're managing them very well. So it's an important topic. This is the most competitive landscape I've seen in terms of finding candidates and getting them in the door. This is definitely not how it was when I was recruiting, so this is an important topic for us to focus on. Since the first quarter, we've been evaluating how we can turn more of these candidates landing into the funnel, into placements working with our client. A lot of this effort, shocking, I know I'm standing up here, so I'm going to say Bullhorn, but a lot of this effort was to get more of those candidates into Bullhorn so that we could manage them. And if you've interacted with myself or Felicia in the last several months, you've probably heard us talk about the fact that we are trying to collaborate and get communication both on the recruiting side but also on the marketing side, so that we are constantly reaching out. I definitely hear it from the recruiters all the time that it is, we're using the word ghosting a lot now, and it's really hard. So we're trying to be very strategic about getting our candidates into Bullhorn so that we can actually stay in communication and connecting with them. It's also why we've talked about using some new software like Text Us, which I know has been wildly successful for a few of you. So that's awesome, and thank you for those efforts. We've shared earlier in the year that we were only capturing about 9% of the total applications landing into Bullhorn. We have grown that up to 25% of new and unique are being captured, which is great. Additionally, earlier this year, we were hovering about 55% of our candidates being placed that were coming into our branches, and it's awesome to see that we're at 72% of those candidates now coming into our branches that are actually getting placed. So thank you for that. That means that we are using our resources effectively and efficiently, and we are putting people to work, more than we have before. So thank you. This candidate funnel is something you're going to continue to hear about, and we're going to continue to focus on, and have to remain competitive with our ideas and the way that we're approaching talking to our candidates, because as we know, the hunt for job seekers is very competitive. One way that we continue to grow candidates into our funnel is through digital marketing. So Ryan is going to provide you with some insights on the digital marketing efforts that are active now, as well as some exciting things coming up.
I nerd out over Google Analytics like she nerds out over Bullhorn, so
Yep.
buckle up. Inside of the send out today, just like every quarter, you get your fun little traffic report. So I want to go through the website traffic, give you guys a little insight as to what's going on our website and kind of our digital marketing efforts. Thank you, Vanna. Beeman's Beauties. What? So you can see Q3, 20,000 people visit our website. 78.3% of those are returning users, 21% are new users. So we can basically assume, because of timekeeping, primarily timekeeping with both our associates and our clients, that a lot of that traffic, probably half the traffic to our website is actually working associates. So. But of those 21.6% of new users, those are coming, and if you look on the third column, the traffic channels and how web traffic finds us. Organic search, that means someone just types into a search engine like looking for jobs in Columbus or staffing agency in Columbus, things like that. So over half of our traffic comes from that way. So some of the stuff that we're working on behind the scenes I'm going to talk about in a minute is to help us continue to build that traffic further. Direct, again, that 23%, those people are just going to DawsonCareers.com, most likely to enter time or approve time would be our guess. The 19% of digital traffic, that is any paid advertising that we're doing. So whoever has been on the internet and tried to buy a pair of jeans and then didn't buy the pair of jeans, and that pair of jeans followed you around for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, we're tricky like that now too. So we have some stuff working in our website that, let's say someone is looking for a warehouse and light industrial job. They come to the application page, don't fill it out. We don't know that, but the digital agency that we work with, they know that. And we then follow them around the internet with ads like, hey, remember us? You still want a job? Come click here. And then they convert back. So that is what that digital traffic means. Referral, that is any time that our website is linked on another website. So if we get TV coverage or we're sponsoring a job fair, things like that, they click over that way. And then social media, that little 1%, that's anything from Facebook that's not paid, or Twitter or Instagram, things like that, people coming from those channels. So then if you look here on the middle column, our total visit sessions, again, over half of our users are accessing our website via their mobile device, not via a computer. 45% are coming from a desktop computer. So that's sort of the why behind the what of what we're getting ready to roll out with our website here. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start rolling out in phases a new look to our website that matches the bus. And you know that I just love a theme party, so this is super exciting and much cleaner. So basically, our website's going to be a lot more simplified. Right now, if you go online and you search for, again, staffing agencies in Columbus, jobs in Columbus, things like that, our search engine optimization, SEO, there's a nerdy term for you, we do pretty well, but we haven't done a great job of converting that strategy to, say, MSP or even our professional divisions and things like that. So what we're building right now to roll out over the next few weeks are specific pages for each one of our lines of business. So right now, our website is kind of this big umbrella, and we're getting ready to segment it up so that so that creative has their own page, IT has their own page, MSP has their own page, all with the nerdy keywords that we know everyone's searching for, that hopefully people will be able to find each of our lines of business rather than finding DawsonCareers.com. Each line of business will kind of have its own little mini website that, super exciting for Becky, will integrate right into Bullhorn. So,
Yay.
So one of the cool things about digital advertising, it used to be when we would advertise, we spend a ton of money on radio, spend a ton of money on print ads, and then just hope that the phone rings. But the cool thing with this Bullhorn integration is we'll be able to find out, this person was at WNCI.com, they clicked on it, we followed them around for 3 weeks, spent $72 advertising toward them, they filled out an application, and we placed them. So that's super, super gritty and super exciting and nerdy, but that's what's really cool about digital advertising, and we'll be able to do that, again, across all of our divisions. So look for that over the next couple of weeks, and digital has been a good source for traffic, but you know what else is a good source for traffic, Becky?
Nice lead-in.
Thank you.
Um,
Wonder who wrote that.
Yep. So referrals. You guys have been always given us the feedback that the best candidates that you're getting are from referrals, and we want to recognize that and also continue to remind you to talk to your candidates, that we need more candidates because that's where you're going to find the best people. Remember, every candidate you refer in Dawson through November who gets placed, you're going to earn an entry into an OSU versus Michigan tickets for the shoe on Thanksgiving Saturday. Our friend Bola, I believe, is currently in the lead, so he is the man to beat, which after what Jeff told us, I think that, he's going to do what he can to stay up on top. But definitely do what you can to keep getting referrals in and get your name in the hat for those tickets. So,
And that's for anyone too, not just recruiters. So if you know someone looking for a job, you can get entered as well.
yeah, that's right. When we get our candidates in the door, something else that's really important is to create a great experience for them because we obviously want them to continue referring people and to talk about us in a way that other people feel excited to come to see us. And I'm excited to congratulate Bernadette Henry and Aaron George for earning the Excellent Experience Quarterly Bonus. Thank you so much for that. Keep it up. Keep up with the good work. Speaking of excellent experiences, as you know, we are constantly striving to help everyone improve our customer service through training and education. I'm sure you've heard, but Catherine has recently attended a seminar to help evaluate our internal training, and I'd like to now turn it over to Deborah and Catherine to tell you guys a little bit more about what she learned from her Train the Trainer experience in our very first fireside chat.
So cozy.
Hello.
All right. Well, thank you, Becky, for that intro. Many of you may not know, but still going. Okay. Catherine and I are actually members of the Central Ohio chapter of the Association for Talent Development. And so we get a lot of newsletters and information, and we found an opportunity for a training certification program. And Catherine has been in this role for a few years, but has sort of learned along the way. And so we decided to bite the bullet and actually train her to be a trainer.
Formal training.
So we sent her to a 3-day seminar earlier this quarter, or I guess in September.
Yeah, September.
Catherine, why don't you give us a high-level overview of what you learned at this seminar?
Yeah, so it was a really great experience. I actually traveled to the Association of Talent Development's headquarters in Alexandria, Virginia, and had an experience of a lifetime, no kidding, and learned a lot about myself. But in that time, I obviously learned a lot of coursework. We had a lot of group activities, probably about 50 group activities while I was there. Completed even a skills practice and a presentation with my entire group of peers. So I had about 20 other peers that I got the opportunity to network with and talk about best practices with them as well. And ultimately just learn how to effectively host and train you guys. So lots to come on that.
Excellent. 3 days. So did you pack any pants?
I don't wear pants. Except today. Mostly dresses, but lots of luggage.
Wouldn't be a DQ if I didn't sneak in participants. Okay, so obviously it sounds like you learned a lot, and it might be hard to boil down, but what are the top 3 takeaways that you can bring back into Dawson?
So I learned obviously a lot more than 3, but my top, I would say 3 or 4 would be, the first one is to incorporate a lot more interaction and group work. So it's going to be a lot of participation with you guys. I learned about the characteristics of adult learners. Adults learn much differently than children, so just trying to bring that back into the workplace, and I'm sure some of you have already experienced that in the October training class that we just had. Another thing I learned was to always have a measurable learning objective to create more of a focus for our training sessions. And then last but not least, the main thing for me to take this trip was to learn a lot about myself as a trainer, handle and manage training sessions, handle my nervousness, because obviously that is one of my professional goals here at Dawson. So, yeah.
Excellent. So those of you who attended the October class, which was about writing compelling job ads, saw a little of this change already
Little
in a big
preview.
way, but for the rest of our Dawson colleagues, what can we expect from education in 2019?
So the 2019 difference will be definitely more interactive classes, more participation, group activities, and a lot more learning from each other. That's a lot of what we did at the training certificate program that I took. We all have different experiences and backgrounds, so bringing that back to Dawson and learning from each other is going to be really important. And also just being open to more of your feedback as well. So I'm always open to suggestions, feedback, and I'm going to be requesting that more often from you guys. So I'm really excited about the 2019 educational plan.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Catherine. We really appreciate you coming up here and telling about your
problem.
experiences. Let's give her a round of applause, guys. Cool. Excellent. So many of you may not know this as well, but one of Catherine's SMART goals was to become measurably more confident in public speaking. And I'm really impressed with how she's done this year. Obviously, I think she's doing a great job with hosting the DQL and also the dial-in, and I'm really looking forward to how you're going to apply everything that you learned at this Train the Trainer program into Dawson, because it's definitely going to benefit you guys. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Lattice. We set a lot of goals in the beginning of this year, so let's check in on some of the goals that we've completed and one that we're trending close to. So let's highlight some of these. So Bernadette Henry had a goal of 50 office candidates working by August, and she's recently achieved that goal. So let's give Bernadette a nice little round of applause. Mark wanted to fill all NMO orders, which stands for non-merchandise orders, I found, for L Brands on time and maintain the head count through the end of the season. He surpassed that goal by 52%. I think that's a great accomplishment, so let's give it up for Mark. Would love a headshot, Mark. You can all put your headshots into Lattice so we know exactly who you are. As Sarah did with this lovely headshot. Sarah wanted to put together a more effective payroll training for Peak all year round, and many of you were able to attend her September class, and I think she did a phenomenal job at being able to communicate best practices. So awesome job in completing that goal, Sarah. And Aaron, so close, wanted to have everyone encourage you to continue towards your goal of your GP for 2018. 84% of the way. I know you're in the thick of peak right now, so I really think you can close in on that by the end of the year. So let's all encourage Aaron to cross the finish line there. So we set a lot of goals for ourselves at the beginning of this year, specifically into Lattice. We actually created, as a company, 282 goals for just about 100 colleagues. Those are mostly professional goals, some personal goals, and also some shared goals among departments. So that's really great when you think about that visual of everything we set out to do in the beginning of this year. According to Lattice, we've completed 31 of those goals, maybe more, because perhaps we're not updating as well, which we're definitely going to talk about. But the concerning thing to me is that there are 66 goals in Lattice that have never been updated. So we went in the beginning of the year, we said, this is what I'm going to set out to do, and we didn't touch it. And maybe you did, right? Maybe you said, I'm going to be a senior recruiter, and then you became one, but you just forgot to update it, or maybe you said you want a certain head count and you didn't update it. And that's great. You're certainly in the minority of setting a goal and completing it if you haven't created certain accountability steps for yourself. So I wanted to share with you guys some statistics that I've recently learned. So the American Association of Talent Development found that you have a 65% chance of completing a goal if you commit to somebody else. Okay, so just even telling somebody else, like, Catherine, I'm going to work out 3 times this week, I have a 65% chance of actually going through with it. You have a 95% chance of completing your goal if you set up specific accountability appointments. So if I say, Catherine, I'm going to work out 3 times this week, check in with me on Friday to make sure that I did that. I am almost guaranteed to complete that goal if I set that appointment, right? And that's a big reason that we chose Lattice as a system for our performance management and really professional development tool across Dawson. We've never had a professional development tool here other than hoping that our managers are coaching their colleagues well. This is the way for us to have that open accountability environment. So when we talk about setting a goal, a SMART goal in the beginning of the year, that's creating that accountability appointment to yourself, right? Because Lattice, thankfully, uses a nudging system that will tell you once a month to update those goals. So it's really making it very easy for you to be reminded to go into the system. It's also creating that shared open environment with your colleagues as well, because unless they're private goals that only your manager can see, anyone can go to your page and see exactly what your goals are. And you should encourage that behavior, because other people knowing what you set out to do and you committing to somebody else to complete that goal is only going to increase your chances of being successful in completing those goals. A lot of the goals that we put into Lattice are production-based, right? Obviously. Headcount, GP, retention, and you want to be successful in hitting those goals. I mean, we all want to make money here, and a big part of that is being able to achieve and surpass those goals. So a lot of times I hear that Lattice is a redundant activity, right? I don't want to go in the system and fill this out. It's just another thing I have to do, right? But it's another thing that you have to do to be successful. So the paradigm shift is that when you say you want to become a senior recruiter, it's not just the activity of, I'm going to hit this certain GP number, I'm going to be engaged with the professional networking group, and I'm going to become a leader in the office. One of those activities is I'm going to be transparent about this goal and have other people hold me accountable. That's one of the recipes for success. And so Lattice is the way that we're going to do this. And a lot of people ask me, like, why are you making me do this? Like, why? I know a lot of people like this is a tedious activity, and I completely understand. And why are you so passionate is another question that I often get. And the real answer is because it is my job, but it's also my privilege to be able to have this job. My job at its core function is to make sure that you guys have the skills and tools that you need to become successful. That is truly my only intention in trying to make you do this. I don't get a kickback from Lattice. I would love if I did, because I think I'm killing it in terms of like being their spokesperson. All right, I'm not getting any Amazon gift cards from them, right? All I'm doing is trying to give you guys the tools to have what you need in order to be successful. And this is a key ingredient for having that success. So we're going into 2019. The funny thing about this meeting is we always talk about what we're going to do next year a little bit, right? We're always looking towards the future. What's 2019 going to be like? But we're still in 2018. We still have 90 days, a little less than 90 days until the end of the year. And so many of you might be sitting there thinking, I know she's talking about me because I have never updated my goal in Lattice. And oh yeah, I said I was going to do that thing. And I'm one of those 66 people that have never gone in and updated it. And you know what? Just scratch that, botch it. Next year, I'm definitely going to be more active. But let's not wait until next year. Let's not even wait until tomorrow, okay? You can go in there today, take a look at your activity, take a look at what you want to accomplish. This is fourth quarter of the game, right, Matt? Or you don't just say, okay, we're just going to do better next week, right? You really have to deliver now. So I really encourage everybody to think of a stretch goal, or think of a way that you can accomplish the goal that you put in. Maybe you're only at 50% and you think there's no way I can do it at the end of the year. Find a way to hold yourself accountable to at least getting a little bit further towards that goal. So in 2019, here's a few things that you can expect. Definitely way more involvement from me. In fact, that's probably going to start right now. I will sit with every single person here if I have to and help you structure those goals and help you structure a way to hold yourself accountable and measure key results. I'm happy to do that. And I will be doing that even if you don't ask me to do that. Also, a big thing I'm realizing as I audit these goals that we have put into Lattice is that they're very long-term goals, which is great, right? When we think about how we structure ourselves as a company, it's always like, what are our GP goals for 2019? We're not going to have annual goals anymore. We're going to have quarterly goals. There's a lot of science behind, after 90 days, people start to become less engaged. That's why companies create quarterly meetings where we bring everyone together. We try to realign. We try to reinvigorate the message of the company. And we need to be doing the same thing about goals, right? We need to take a 90-day approach. So what do you want to do this quarter? And how can you break that down into measurable objectives, weekly, monthly, whatever the cadence? So start to think about things on a quarter-to-quarter basis, and I think it'll be a lot more manageable. And don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help or restructure those goals when things change. I know some people had BMW goals. We're going to have to restructure that. Some people had CSP goals. We're going to have to restructure that because we have to be, agile to the environment. But that's okay because you're holding yourselves accountable and you have a supportive environment. So I want to leave you with this quote that I've always loved, and that is, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. But the second best time is right now. So I really encourage everybody to think about how you're going to plant a new tree today. You like that, huh? Look at those. Shh, no. So I really encourage you guys to challenge yourselves, find an accountability partner, and really utilize this system, because the people who are utilizing this system are achieving and surpassing these goals. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, Deborah. And our final strategic objective is engage with your workplace. We're going to hear from Allie Magooch with a few go to the core cards, and Katie Matheny with upcoming initiatives from our Community Champions Committee. But first, Stephanie Hammersley is here to share updates from the Go Getters Wellness Committee.
Morning, everyone. First, we wanted to say good luck to everyone who's participating in the OSU 4-miler next Sunday. Please make sure to join us at Varsity Club after the race for some food and drinks. And then next, we wanted to say congrats to Team Dawson and Pelotonia. Our 4 riders and 2 virtual riders raised $7,086, so thanks. And then next, the Wellness Committee has decided to bring back this step challenge by stepping into Christmas. This will be a 2-week step challenge starting November 26th through December 7th. The challenge will be broken out into teams. Where the winning team with the most steps will receive $100 Visa gift cards, for each team member. So be on the lookout for a form to sign up for the challenge, where you'll be able to use any tracking device to count your steps. Up next is Katie Matheny with some Community Champions updates.
Hi, good morning, everybody. After today's meeting, you'll get a 2019 volunteer pledge card. This is going to help the Community Champions team set an attainable goal that we can strive towards in the upcoming year. Thanks for taking the time to document your goal and hand it in at the end of this meeting, or see any Community Champions committee member next week. This would be a great opportunity to go ahead and track this goal in Lattice, as Deborah Day just discussed, so that you can track your progress. I'm really proud to announce that we had 7 Dawson volunteers that participated last night at the 50-50 raffle at the Columbus Blue Jackets game. We helped to raise a total jackpot of over $10,000, part of which the proceeds are going to go benefit nonprofit organization A Kid Again. The next opportunity to volunteer with A Kid Again is during their December 1st holiday party. I will be present. If anybody's interested in gathering more information about this event, I'd be happy to talk to you, so please come see me. A blood drive is being hosted in our building today. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Last drive, we had a total of 24 blood donations. We set a goal of 25 today. You don't have to be signed in. Walk-ins are welcomed. I'm not signed up. We have a total of 22 so far. So if 3 people walk in today, we'll meet that goal of 25. We're heading into 2 major holidays that identify with gratitude and giving. And we've found some awesome opportunities to spread kindness and joy in the upcoming months. The Dream Center is hosting multiple opportunities to deliver baskets filled with Thanksgiving Day trimmings to families in need. They're also opening their doors on Thanksgiving Day, and they need volunteers to serve during 2 designated shifts. In addition, they will need food donations to fuel this feast. Look for ways you can participate in the November electronic send-out. You're going to see donation bins in and around the corporate office for the first 2 weeks in the month of November. That's going to go towards our Cristo Ray coat drive. A friendly reminder, they take new and gently used items, so start cleaning your closets out. We're also going to have volunteer opportunities with the Salvation Army in conjunction with Dawson's Toy Drive the Bus. Taylor and Allie will share more details about the toy drive a little later, but be on the lookout for those volunteer opportunities in the upcoming send-out. Finally, we'd like to recognize all of our colleagues that have earned a V2O this year. Please come up to the front of the theater when your name is called. Becky Fromkies, Jen Weekly, Courtney Brown, Clara Boggs, Erin George, Valerie, Angie, Stephanie, Deborah, Sarah, Judy, and Lindy. Now Ryan has a surprise for all of the community champions.
All right, this meeting was going so well, but it's about time for me to take it off the rails. So everybody, while they're getting up here for a selfie, everybody get out your cell phones and open Instagram. It's a group activity. This is real life.
Do you want me to
No, you have to do it. You have to do it here because you got to post it. Okay, so Becky is about to take a selfie of all of our community champions who have earned VTO, and we are going to post it on our new Dawson Cultural Instagram. So everybody get out your phones and follow Dare to Be Dawson. This is our new Instagram account where we're going to share all of our cultural stuff. Obviously, engaging with your workplace is sometimes hard if you're not here at the corporate office. And we know that everyone is on Instagram anyway. So, you know, we want to share when Nancy becomes a grandma and share it on our Instagram post, or share it on our Instagram feed. And if you go on a cool vacation, maybe pictures of your kids in their cute Halloween costumes, we want to share that with everyone. So just tag Dare to Be Dawson or send us a private message, and that will be our official Instagram. Might even be a good place to send a good to the core card. Take it away, Allie.
Thanks, Ryan. Before we get to the good to the core cards, we want to recognize a few new members to the extended Dawson family. Travis Hiley's baby girl, Gia, was born August 18th. And Nancy Luce became a grandmother of twin grandsons, Charlie and Bennett, on September 14th. Now a few good to the core cards. Hey, Sean Ransom, thank you for always being calm, empathetic, and having a positive attitude when dealing with our crazy candidates. I appreciate you. Lindsay Taylor. Hey, Bridget, thank you so much for your resilience and passionate commitment through the TempWorks software upgrade for the MSP division. Your hard work and late nights did not go unnoticed. Your leadership has been inspiring as you've led your team through this process. I know how challenging a software transition is, and you've made it seem so seamless. And hey, Taylor and Allie, thank you so much for setting up such an incredible field day. You can tell that you girls put so much time and dedication to this, and everyone had so much fun. Thank you for your passionate commitment. Your hard work does not go unrecognized. It's from Bernadette Henry. Speaking of field day, Taylor has put together a little recap video of the day, and then she and Allie will tell us about our upcoming colleague events and reveal the Doskers theme.
You can check out more photos from the Field Day Circus in the Sendout and also at the Dawson Facebook page.
And speaking of colleague engagement events, we've got some great ones coming up. First is Breakfast with Santa and our holiday open house. Join us for breakfast, mimosas, photos with Santa, and activities to celebrate the kickoff of our annual Toy Drive the Bus. Also, don't forget to bring a new unwrapped toy for the toy drive.
We encourage you to bring your parents, families, friends to mingle with coworkers. We'd like this to be more of an open house, not just a kid-friendly event. Mark your calendars because Breakfast with Santa will be taking place on Saturday, December 1st. Look for more details coming soon.
And next we have Toy Drive the Bus, which is our annual toy drive with Dawson and our clients. We will be sending an invitation to clients to participate in this year's toy drive around November 1st. The bus will collect toys from clients December 6th and 7th.
The bus will then deliver the toys to the 10TV toy drive benefiting the Salvation Army on December 7th. Look for more details on that in the November send-out email. We will also have volunteer opportunities in December with the Salvation Army to help distribute toys to Central Ohio families.
And now for everyone's favorite colleague event, the Doskers.
As you can see on the screen, we have some awesome photos from last year.
Who could forget Jeff, Chris, and David entering on their hobby horses, especially the one named Visabelle?
We really hoped you enjoyed your night at DeCapua Downs.
I'm sure you're wondering how we're going to top a mini horse in the theater, but we assure you we have some tricks up our sleeves.
And now, without further ado, we would like to announce the theme for this year's Doskers. No, drum roll. Wait a second.
Look for the nomination survey in the December send-out email. The nomination ceremony and holiday potluck will be on December 14th.
The 7th annual Doskers will be on Friday, February 1st, 2019. Get your save the dates on the way out this morning. I hope you guys are all as excited as we are.
Somehow I ended up with all the beads. We know how, girl. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your time today. Remember to grab the send out on your way out this morning, and we'll be mailing copies to all of the branch offices, so be on the lookout for those next week. Let's hear a round of applause for all of our speakers today. All right, we'll talk to everyone again on November 14th for the Dawson dial-in. Please note the day change due to Thanksgiving. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
funk of 40,000 years, and grisly goons from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive,